Hello friends! In today's video, I will be building a goat yoga studio. I personally have been feeling the need to build like all kinds of crazy things with the new businesses and hobbies expansion pack because I'm like, I can build any business I want, so I will build any business I can. Which now means I'm building a goat yoga studio. And I don't know why this is a thing, but I have seen this on TikTok. People do yoga with goats for some reason. I genuinely don't understand how anyone could ever have thought of this, but I think it's a great idea. So I decided it would be fun to build a goat yoga studio in The Sims. And obviously, I don't think it's gonna work the way that it would in real life, where like the goats will climb all over you while you're doing yoga and like you can hang out together. Because obviously there's no interactions that goats will do while you're doing something else, but your Sims can still interact with the goats at the same time as being at a place where they can do yoga. So that's the closest we're gonna get, and I'm okay with that. But I thought this build was very, very fun, and I really enjoyed doing this. Goat yoga to me seems very much like a friendly hangout place of like, you'll go hang out at goat yoga with your friends. It might not be somewhere that you go every week for your like normal workout, but it will be something that you enjoy because it's probably, at least to me, this seems hilarious. Because goats, I feel like, are kind of known to be a little bit crazy and unhinged, and I love that for them. I love goats. I think they're so funny. So the idea of doing yoga while interacting with them seems like a great time to me. So I thought, why not build it in The Sims? I also think this could be a fun way to actually have my Sims interact with the ranch animals more, because I'm not someone who wants to own a farm. I'm not very good at making sure I take care of all of my plants and all of my animals. I just finished a Sims challenge where I was trying to grow plants and they kept dying because I kept forgetting I had them, which was really, that's my fault. But like, if I have more than 2 Sims in my household, especially if one of those is a toddler or infant, I will not be able to remember to take care of my animals. So, especially if I cannot see their needs like the way you can with cats and dogs, you can see that they're miserable. You can't see that with like goats. I need those to be on a lot that I can visit so that if I want to hang out with them, I can do that. But you couldn't put those animals on community lots before, but now, because of the way that you can live on a small business lot, you can still have ranch animals there, which is how people have been building petting zoos, which I think is a great idea, and I might do that as well at some point because that's so fun. But this way, my Sims can still go visit some mini goats, and that seems very exciting to me. So I'm really excited to put this in my own save and try it out. The lot for this is quite small, so I will say, realistically, in a yoga place, especially a goat yoga place, you would probably like to have a shower after you are done and before you leave. But unfortunately, I did not have space for that, and I didn't think that it fit that vision I had for the build to keep expanding it. So it just kind of stayed small. So no, there is no showers, but you can wash your hands in the bathroom. So I guess that's as clean as you're gonna get. I'm sorry, don't think about it too much. The lot is just quite small. I mean, the lot itself I think is 30 by 30, so the lot itself isn't that small, but the outside of it is small. And also the apartment upstairs is very small. I kind of forgot that to have goats on this lot, I would need for the Sim to live here. Because at first, when I built it, I was like, well, the upstairs can just be like staff space or a more like sitting area. And then I was like, actually, I can't do that because I need my Sims to live upstairs. So that wasn't exactly what I had planned. And I probably should have made this build bigger, but I kind of liked how it looked, so I didn't want to start over. Because I really like the vibe. I really like the idea of having like a barn that turned into a yoga studio. I don't know, it seemed fun to me, and it didn't really make sense for me to turn it into something completely different just to make the apartment bigger, because that wasn't really my priority for this build. Though I will say, I am very happy with how the apartment turned out. I think especially the bedroom, I really, really liked the bedroom. Like, I was very, very proud of myself. When I was taking the screenshots, I was like, this is a very nice bedroom. And I don't know if it's just because it's It's like stuff I haven't used in a while or something. I just really like the vibes in there. So I was very proud of how I did the bedroom. And the bedroom isn't even like very decorated. It's very simple. And I don't know, it just works. And I was very happy with how it looked. So anyway, because this space is all so small, I didn't end up having that much space for your Sims to like hang out and do other things than yoga. But yoga is like the more important part, and the hanging out with goats is the more important part. And then I added the coffee bars and then a few chairs and tables just so there was a little bit of space to like hang out with your Sims. Because this way you could also like, I don't know, make this a date location. Because for dates, you usually have to do like sit and talk with your date and stuff. I thought at least now there's like a place you can sit down, you can like have drinks or something. I also really wanted to decorate this place to make it look a little bit more like a yoga place with goats. But I was finding it very difficult because there's like no art or anything with goats on it. I ended up putting like little metal signs outside that I think they're meant to be on the walls, but those were the only thing that I could find with goats on them. I just like kind of stood them up outside and like that was all I had. And I put like the spa day logo that you can put on the wall. I put that inside somewhere so that there was at least a little bit of something. So, you know, I don't know if it's necessarily giving goat yoga when you look at it, but that is the purpose of the lot. That's why I called the lot goat yoga. It's just a bit more difficult because obviously there's no specific items that really scream goat yoga because that's not a thing that exists in The Sims. And that's okay. That makes sense. Because realistically, how would they do that? There is no way. It doesn't really make sense, and I don't think this would be something that would be used a lot anyway, so it's more for my own personal enjoyment. And I really liked how this looked anyway, so I don't really care that it doesn't. And also, like, what does a goat yoga studio look like anyway? Because I've never been, so I can't really envision if it has like a specific aesthetic. I was kind of looking up pictures and they were just, all I could find were there's fields, like pictures of people doing yoga in fields. So I was like, okay, well, I guess the yoga can be outside, but then that was kind of all, so that's fine. Anyway, because I didn't really know how to decorate this place, I do feel like it's decorated with a lot of just like random stuff from Horse Ranch. There's like wine bottles in the space for the goats. Please ignore it and pretend that it's not actual wine. I'd like to think it's just there as decoration and that the wine bottles are like plastic and not real. Because I wouldn't be keeping them there hanging out with the goats. It's more just to get some vibes, you know what I mean? And like, I found that cowplant skull wheel thing, I found that in Debug and I thought it was so cool, so I used that and I was very excited about it. I don't know, I thought it was a very cool object and I'd never seen it before because I just haven't really done any building with the Horse Ranch pack specifically in a long time, so I kind of didn't really remember the Debug stuff, and I was very excited about this one. I thought it looks very nice. Anyway, you'll see me moving on to the upstairs now, and it is very small. I also ended up having to remove the door downstairs, so technically anyone could probably go up here even though it's meant to be a residential area. So I don't know if Sims are very aware of the fact that they can't go up here, but you know, at least the bedroom has a door, so hopefully they'll ignore going into there. But I tried to use some swatches of the Horse Ranch stuff that I don't normally use. Like, I don't think I ever use the ones with the cow print on them, but I just thought it would be fun to do something different because I don't want to keep building the same things all over and over again. So I thought, why not try a swatch that I wouldn't normally use? So I had a great time. I don't know, I like this a lot and I think the colors, honestly, it worked. And I think that it's a little bit strange, maybe, but I like it. And like I said before, I was really happy with the bedroom, so I was quite proud of my apartment, even though it's very small. I also almost completely forgot to put a bathroom in, and you'll see me adding it like very last minute at the end, after I've already added the goats onto the lot and stuff, because I completely forgot to furnish it. I got so excited about getting the goats that I completely forgot that, like, oh, maybe I do need a bathroom actually. That's kind of a necessity. So oops, that's my fault. It was telling me that my ticket kiosk was inaccessible, and that was also when like my door was there. I think the door might have been too close to the stairs, and then the ticket counter thing was also too close to the stairs. So I ended up having to delete the wall and like remove stuff. So that was kind of inconvenient, but it's fine. It doesn't matter because it all worked out in the end. I think it should all function. I am glad, by the way, that it tells you that the ticket kiosk is like doesn't work, because that makes me feel better, because now I didn't have to like, you know, test it first. I hope you like this build of my Goat Yoga Studio. If you play with this, please let me know. I stream The Sims twice a week on YouTube, and I also do some co-working. So if you want more of my content, please come hang out with us over there. And thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you, and I will see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.